Aratani. She's a Detroit-based furniture designer from Japan, and right now she teaches at Lawrence Tech University and works as a studio manager at Cranbrook Academy of Art, specializing in furniture fabrication and material innovation. So I hope we clap and welcome her here today.
Hi everybody. Thank you for the introduction, Ellie. And then thank you for Ellie, Lasha, and Amy. She's not here today, but they gave me great school tour. I was very impressed with lots of good work, and then school buildings, and including other departments' facilities. Especially because I work with hands, and also I have a background in industrial design. I work between art, craft, and industrial design or engineering. So I really impressed. You guys have wide variety of access on campus. And then, as you can tell, my English is not my first language, so please forgive me in advance, and also let me know if you have any questions. I tried to wrap up my lecture about 35 minutes, and I really appreciate you came tonight at the end of the semester, because I work at two schools, and I understand we are very busy towards just before summer break or thesis. Sure. All right. This is the folks I have in Detroit. I work as a studio manager at Cranbrook Academy of Art, a 3D design program or an industrial design program, and where also I graduated from 8 years ago. The middle person is Scott Klinker. He taught this program over 24 years. Now he is retiring, so I was invited to be a studio manager, to be an agent between two heads. They are my people, students. So lovely. At Cranbrook, different from other industrial design programs, we need to make things by hand. I think it's a little bit different from research-based program, which I really respect, but I think we more focus on crafts and then appreciate each individual expressions. For example, as you can see, the work is ranging from industrial design to crafts, more sculptural rather than very functional. At Lawrence Tech University or College of Creative Studies in Detroit, I am an adjunct member of faculty and then teaching basic prototyping, metalwork, lots of different fabrication techniques, including, I saw many actually better assignments today. I was very inspired at the freshman studio class, tile making. That was, I think I might get the insights for the next year. But basic prototyping or soft goods making or prototype making using the same design foam, pink foam spray painted woodworking. Let me talk about how I was when I was a child. I was born in Japan, and then I was living around Tokyo, where lots of houses that is commuting area to Tokyo. So that was suburb. I didn't have much nature. I had a little bit of parks around my parents' house, bike riding, playing with dirt. But different from Detroit or Michigan or maybe Pittsburgh, I didn't have much experience in nature. So I was actually better at school, so not top of the class, but I was a good student. I think I tried to be a good student. I think in Japan, maybe you can get a lot of, I don't know, models we can aim to be. I was in that setting, and then I was doing good. But I think after coming to America, I feel more free of expression. I enjoy my life right now. When I was an undergrad student, hands out was my favorite sculptor, the left person, is the sculptor, and also Hans Wegener and then Finyu, they are Danish furniture maker. They are my superstar designers, and then yeah, the common thing between three people are very sculptural. I love very sculptural, functional objects, and then that second from the left, that is design applicants. So that was pop 20 years ago. The society we have now is a little bit different. I think we have more virtual stuff, but back then industrial design was bigger in the market. So I was not sure what I'm going to talk today, but I decided to talk depending on my timeline. So the first is, no. So this is my undergrad, 4 years. And then I did a corporate job at the furniture company in Tokyo called Okamura Corporation. I did all these lectures, school furniture. Yeah, I'm going to show my work in the slide. And then side job here is basically applying for some design competitions. Yeah, that was my life. You can guess, 20 years ago in Tokyo, I think we were very workaholic. Maybe lots of people here, Gen Z people, don't agree. But I also can say I really appreciate my hard training I still have inside of my body. And then after 7-8 years of the corporate job, I came from Japan to America, and I went to Cranbrook to gain my master's degree. And after that, so 9 years now, I've been doing my studio practice, work for other artists, small businesses, and also teaching. So I'm gonna talk about the work at my corporate job first, second Cranbrook work, and then the lastly my studio practice, which I think many of you can find on my website or social media. But I decided to maybe talk my 20 years. Here's one of my favorite work I did at the company. This is a tier 4 college student. So as you can see, the top has the handle, some table functions, and then largest. I think I saw similar chair somewhere on campus. And then this product is not the first one. We try to not copy, but try to be like that. So which is not appreciated, but we do that. I think we shouldn't do that, but that happens still. So yeah, that was my role. Sadly, I should say. But to find some little position in the market. Yeah, that was the role. Yeah, like your beautiful sketch, thumbnail sketch, and as you can see, they are more modern look than the picture I showed you. But we decided to make a big investment for the injection mold, and then made a decision. Okay, we're gonna make the chair out of all plastic only. And then the design director decided to make an egg-like chair and then put a smiley face from the side view. And then he suggested me to make a model using an egg because that inspired of egg. So egg model and then paper model. They are my marketing person, and then the left is my engineering person. Other chair I got the opportunity to design was this reclining chair. So like I said, the role of industrial design, maybe at least my company was finding the market. I think we should be more innovative, but this was how we did. So this says new product target. So we found warm and cool is a design aesthetic, and then 20s to 60s is for the target age. We decided maybe a little bit younger, but the cool side because we don't see many other alike chair in the market. Yeah, so, and then these are the pictures. Yeah, we put persona to, I think you did that in the program too. And then researched how the interior design would look like for that chair. Sketches, 3D models. Someone asked me what program I used, and then in Japan I used Creo or Pro Engineering. It's more for engineering software. And then C# for French. I really love working about engineering. It excites me. I hope someone would agree. Yeah, and I really enjoy teamwork. I cannot solve everything, but yeah, that's something I miss right now. He was really genius engineer. I really admire him. Other product was office furniture. So the top shell is flexible mesh material. So I decided to make some small gap between front and back, so that was the design point. Some arm designs, but as you can see, the model we can make in the company setting is not very heavy duty, but we use only paper or clay. So we did, I put clay around 3D prints after making the paper model. Some of the model. I didn't make the inside. I made, I think, on the outside, and engineering supported to make all the leaves or structures in plastic. Yeah, I love this picture too. It's fun. This prototype is not for this chair, but I reused this prototype to think about the other chair we were working on. By making the sleeve, it's more bending. Checking the reclining power based on the weight. So as you can see, 30, I think, pounds a kilogram doesn't give me lots of reclining force, but as you get heavier, I think that reclining power gets more intense. Other chairs. Through this project, I did in-depth research on four-leg and loop-leg chairs from around the world, both past and present. And then I started to find maybe I want to explore more artful furniture than functional. So then started to think about coming to Cranbrook. Other chairs, other table. these sketches, I'm not good at sketching. I still have to practice. I was very impressed with some drawing I saw today. But yeah, as you can guess, the sketches in the industry are for sharing the idea. This will be the material to talk based on the conversation. So I need to make a pretty sketches as much as possible. I enjoy doing orthographic drawing. Orthographic drawing helps to understand each component fitting together before making 3D models, because once you make 3D models, you will be more challenging to draw a variety of ideas, because it takes a longer time to make one model. But with orthographic drawing, you can color it and then you can communicate based on the 2D drawing. This is the picture from the design presentation. Another table. Yeah, furniture is very obvious about components, so I enjoy thinking about engineering side behind the outside looking. It's very robotic, but I was checking this product on the website. This was sold online, and then I was so happy this was still online using a different color. But that's one of the times when industrial designers feel joy. This is the product I did for my side job. This was an award recipient from MUJI. Brown sketch. I designed this for kids so they can draw ideas even more freely than square shaped paper. Other wooden chair I did outside of the corporate job. And then this is the end of my corporate job. Yeah, I love them. During our group meeting at the company, I really remember I made a question. Because the company has a couple of factories inside the company, so one of our rules was having the factory run, right? Yeah, so I was wondering why we are making the product so the factory can keep running. I think so that question and then my personal question from a sustainable perspective was debating, should I keep making as an industrial designer? Like you saw in the market, there are so many options for customers, but are we filling this tiny spot to make what? So, and then I needed some break doing this product making. Yeah, also product design is very difficult, right? There is some criteria to judge if this is good or not. This is a very competitive field as a profession, and I think, I don't know if I can go back to the field again. Also, the next thought is market and competitor research design functions. So yeah, like I said, maybe I can take a break and then explore some more outdoor path. And I came to Cranbrook. So range of product design. So this is not my work, but at Cranbrook doesn't have classes. Yeah, it's a master's program, which has 11 departments currently, like right now, from painting, sculpture, photo, printmaking, graphic design, interactive design, industrial design, art and design. But we don't have classes. Instead, we have critique once a week, and then also seminar, including reading or visiting artists, and so on. So the program is heavily based on individual-driven focused. And through that program, I especially learned this range from art craft to functional product. And then right now I'm doing more in this area, which is expression of designers' voice and skills. And then they are more experimental, one of a kind, low investment to start. On the other hand, functional product, mainly from industry, market-oriented and problem-solving, practical, mass-produced, and high investment. Yeah, they are different in the product design. I also thinking how big in the market. For example, this is really small. I put $1, but I think corporate sales has a bigger amount of money. This is also, I think, very valued. I used to work for upholstery shops, and I enjoyed seeing local customers saying, "Oh, that's beautiful, thank you so much." I count that job as also a product design too, including carpentry or custom-made bikes. Also, that way, we have a startup for social issues. Also, some product design people do futural design. I think I saw some today. It's more conceptual design. Okay, we'll come back to what I did at Cranbrook. This is my first project I've done. You see, very weird. I try to be opposed to what I was doing in Tokyo. This is rocking chair. You see this little sketch that doesn't make sense, but I put aside about mechanical side, but I try to put what I'm thinking to something in front of me. So the sketch got very weird vacuum forming weaving, which takes really, really long time, less efficient in production. Cranbrook Christmas party. Bottom-up chair, which is also, I think, an expression of my hope for furniture. I can do. This is the first version. You will see 3 versions of this holding chair. My sketch. At the time, I was a little bit homesickness from Japan, and I had language difficulties at the time, and I wanted to have some secured space for myself. But the process is similar. Prototype, and then make second version of hide-away chair. And then between my first year and second year at Cranbrook, I went to Eindhoven, Netherlands, to do an internship for Kikin and Ake. Her design style is very whimsical, very playful, and heavily hands-on making. That's Kiki. That's irony. This is a prototype for her installation. She didn't like mass-produced ergonomic chairs, so she made this out of bronze cast. It's a big scale, like punk expression. And then this is also I learned at the Kiki studio, slip casting. As you can see, the trick or feature of her design is leaving the fabric imperfections, I can say imperfections, at the end of the result. So I found my theme in my design practice. Maybe I should call my theme embracing imperfections. That is opposed to perfect mass production products. Also, I had a cultural shockness between my life in Tokyo and life in Netherlands. I think that we talked about the life in Europe with Ellie today. So I started to wonder about lifestyle as well. Yeah, people in Netherlands, especially in summertime, very slow and appreciate what they have around the neighborhood. Lots of greens, lots of bike rides, sheep. And then life in Michigan is also very influential to me. Lots of trees. Potato harvesting and alpaca, and then I found I love this way of life. Also, doing the smaller scale manufacturing is helping me to understand the waste and the material I'm getting, including shipping, resourcing, as well as how I make, so I can get more responsibility about including spray paint to plywood. I believe that way is more sustainable. This picture is on my wall at Cranbrook to be against. Easy, quick, useful, efficient. But I also made this hand-woven piece, handcrafted, eco-friendly. At the end of my third semester at Cranbrook, Scott, head of the department, showed me the book called A Frame for Life by interior designer Iris Crawford. Through it, I learned about the importance of mixing different types of objects within a space. As you can see, for example, this picture has mostly perfect, nicely square, neat objects, but this brick wall and then wood, kitchen tools, and then this antiques tool, they are doing great job to make the space comfortable. And also this is actually Kiki's hand-woven light. This is also putting a nice warmth to the space. So I learned mixing both practical I'm reading quotes from the book. She emphasizes a mix of past with present, personal with practical, handmade with industrial, and a mixture of relaxed and precise, including items like ceramics. I remember someone was making ceramic piece today, postcards from friends, photos, and things from friends and family. I really agree with the mixture will make our space a lot comfortable. My second year at Cranbrook, I started to realize what I want to do. So I left my hand drawn line on the tabletop. I think I saw similar design today. Cotton fabric sewn and then dipped in porcelain slip and then burned in fire and then fire again in ceramic tin to leave this irregularity on the piece. This is also a hand-drawn silhouette. This is also a part of my research, which is asymmetrical and then being humorous to make people comfortable, like a comedian. And I graduated from Cranbrook. From here, the work is more my studio practice over 8 years. As you can see, my theme is still irregularity. clock is a timepiece with softly sculpted lines with that hint at the time of the day. Shadows of the surface change with the path of sunlight reflecting upon the silent moment in the glamour of life. And I did the stain in porcelain sleeve and then made the clock surfaces. After graduating from Cranbrook, I was working with Evan. He's also a friend at Cranbrook. We share a lot of similar interest in design. He embraced this irregularity, and I love irregularity too. So we did a lot of shows in the world together. This is in Toronto. At the time, my job situation was not fortunate. I started to be stressful about what I had again. So that was the inspiration of making more nature-inspired work in my furniture piece. Roommate lamp series imagine interior objects as personalities in a home, with rhythmically connecting and growing each piece with hand-bent loops allows imperfections and irregularity in the design to bring focus to organic beauty and warmth within a space. I learned this brazing technique from Evan. And we did the solo duo show at Salon Gallery in Boston. I did his upholstery work, another upholstery project we did together. This is the third version of Hideaway chair. Hideaway chair is a cozy and luxurious privacy chair with warm elegance. It creates a quiet escape nook separating you from the outside world. It cocoons you from external distractions, offering a private oasis where you can relax, read, and engage in personal activities without any interruptions. Lots of sketches.
Yeah, I truly thought this would work, but after making the prototype, maybe,
I think Evan said you don't need to cover the frame, and I decided to show the frame. I think that was the right choice. ICFF is coming in May. I am joining again to show some of my piece. If you are coming, let me know. I can give you a complimentary ticket registration. Other piece, so inspired from nature, is Ghost Garden Shelf series. Let me read again. The growth from each branch is supportive of the whole and extends beyond the boundary of function. We live our lives alongside nature while utilizing its peaceful offerings. Ghost Garden embodies our sense of hope for coexistence and healing around our landscape. I think that this was also my hope for nature growing through the man-made structure. I think I was not fortunate doing gardening, taking bus in Detroit area, and then seeing lots of cars on the road, and then I was very thinking, I want to drive a car. I couldn't drive a car at the time because of my visa situations, and then my friend I had at the moment was only 3. can you understand? We can do much better than like them. I made a really, really tall tree table. Yeah, extend each level. So this is the second version. Some more sketches. Originally, I was thinking to make more square base, but one person from a local gallery in Detroit came to the studio and then suggested maybe you can make more 360 rounded sculptural pieces. So yeah, I made a change. When I make furniture, I do one side view for most of the work, so I can follow my drawing to transfer that to the publication. Yeah, when I saw this standing up, I was so happy. So the process is I use heat and I put sand inside and then bend over using the heat. And then from the heat, we get lots of marks, so I sand by sanding paper and then made it shiny so I can see the shape better. Waiting for brazing. And now, brazing time. Each brazing part is because it's gold and then emphasizing very precious and powerful joints between on the branches. And then that's welding. This time I wanted to have the tabletop a little bit thicker, so I decided to wrap around tabletop. Some more sketches. After that, yeah, I think this sketch is between second version and third version, and I wanted to make something more simple. This is some sketches for a client that's more expressive to feel entire wall of his house. On the third piece, I found. Actually, now I think this decision was wrong, but I was not happy about my concern about rusting on steel. Even it's clear powder coated, the steel keeps rusting under the clear coat. Like cars, yeah, they are powder coated, but yeah, I didn't like that concern. So that's two-party resin mixture. Like a putty, so I can make the texture using some clay tools. At that time, I was happy, but now I feel so questioning about the sustainable standpoint. But after doing that, I started to more interested in making more random texture. So this is my newest piece. After seeing lots of nature in the interior, like for example the stone at the restaurant was one of my inspirations. Having something that can grab us to the ground would be nice. But the texture has to be random. But having sometimes geometrical would be nice for interior designers. So hideaway, ghost garden shelves, they are more about my expressions, but this project is more for interior designers. So I thought geometrical forms are easier to place in the space. This is the fabrication, so I made prototype using the design form. And then based on that, I transfer this is easy model to the 3D model, and then make a CAD drawing for each panel for plywood. And then they are all miter joint on table saw, and then assemble them, and then make a plywood box, and then apply washi paper, and then apply urushi, that's natural lacquer. This tent is necessary to dry urushi because to dry urushi, the moisture has to be between 65 to 80%. So I put a tent in my studio and then close them up, and then put a humidifier inside, and I need to put the urushi or the piece more than 2 days to completely dry. So that's urushi. They are still wet, but after it gets dried, the color changes. Also, the bottom of the piece get more urushi, so that has natural gradation. Applying paper is quite satisfying, different from metal work and woodwork. This is a result. Wa side table expresses a peaceful merge between nature and the man-made. Its surface color and texture are irregular and earthy, and on the other hand, the form is architectural and geometric. As a side table, it creates a unique presence, allowing us to imagine broader perspectives on how we live within our contemporary landscapes. Yeah, this is a different paper. Also, this is a different paper. I didn't use urushi on this because I wanted to keep the contrast between white and blue. I also didn't put urushi on this. So basically, this is a paper with clear coat on it. Okay, at the end of my lecture, I also want to share what I did in my career. I worked for a kids' toy craft company for about 8 months, and I have been working for upholstery shops for a couple of years. Also, I have been doing a teaching job and helping other artists. So I understand also. I hope school can teach students how you can make your life after graduation. But I think my hope is keep your interest and then explore your interest while having some income stream supporting me. But this picture is my memory when I visited a forest that has a wide range of plants and animals, insects, and then I felt deep reach of alive. So I just want to see individual expressions. So I think everything will be happier as a whole, and for everybody. Thank you.
Time for a few questions, if anybody has questions.
So I was curious, like, if you create different versions because you want to reach a certain goal or purpose, or is it just because you're curious to see what else could become based on just like
Different kind of design.
yeah, like different versions of like the bottom chair is like
Oh,
so I was wondering why the different versions.
The first version didn't work well because the felt was too heavy. The second version did look like more for kids. And then the third version, yeah, is more successful, but I still have some trouble. I want to eliminate the steel frame now. I might make another version in the future.
feel afraid when you made the leap away from like your corporate job in Japan and pursued something that was like a little bit more off the beaten path?
Yes.
Yeah. How did you deal with that?
I was very scared, and I actually didn't do that.
Oh.
I told my company, can I have 1 year break? And then came to Cranbrook and then decided, oh, 1 year is not enough. And then I left. I had my insurance. I wish I can do that, like, ultimate decision sometime in my life, but I was very scared. Yeah, even after my 7 years corporate job. Yeah, very scary. But I got used to it. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's like you can get used to it.
I'm wondering if your work is very beautiful, and where do you see the future of like the type of work that you do? What do you aspire to do in the next coming years, and what is the type of like either work or materials or direction that you see your practice heading?
Right now, I am excited about the side table I am showing at ICFF. And then yesterday, I visited some Frank Lloyd Wright houses. Yeah, I love the organic architecture. Yeah, so I saw tinier, smaller side table there. So I think my next project will be maybe I can make a little bit smaller version of the side table.
Which Frank Lloyd Wright? You visited Frank Lloyd Wright houses here, Falling Water?
Yeah, Falling Water, and then that was 30 minutes away from Falling Water.
Kentucky Nara.
Yeah, 3 residential houses.
Anybody else with a question? Go ahead.
What did you learn from the corporate job that then still translated to your more expressive side of things?
So I needed training to express what I wanted to make at the beginning, but as a skill, I think sketching skill and drawing, 3D modeling, rendering, all that kind of technical side is very helping. So I think not everybody has both sides, so which makes designer special, having more technical side, corporate skill set, and then art skill set, craft skill set. Are you in industrial design?
Do you consider the toy company a corporate job?
Detroit company?
The toy company you worked for?
Detroit company.
Did you say you worked for a company?
Toy company?
Yeah.
No, they are very small, 10 people. But I was talking with Russia early today. I think I can also say skill is important, not the name of corporate. Skill, everything is about skill. Drawing, 3D modeling, orthographic drawing, understanding 3D. I think if you get these skills, you don't need to go to the bigger companies. You can work at local businesses. Yeah, I truly trust that skills, techniques, including welding, sewing.
Can you describe your process with the clients you have? Is, like, for example, that table you were making, is everything one of a kind?
Yes, yeah, one of the kind. And then, especially the large one, yeah, he came to my studio and he said, oh, this is too small, and can you make larger? It didn't go well. So, yeah, I think the price I suggested because it's really big, didn't work well for him. Other situation could be from online, and then they find pictures and then contact, and then change the fabric colors and make it.
Anybody else? All right, thank you very much.